So this is what a short-term rental calculator looks like. Overall, is a bit similar to your long-term rental calculators. The only thing that really changes is in the revenue calculation. So you have your purchase price, your down payment, your closing costs, rehab costs, and then you also have to account for the furnishing, so that is included here. The way that we account for it is basically it increases the cost, similar to how you would do it for a rehab. And then the other thing to take into account is that if you're buying with less than 20%, you will also have to account for the private mortgage insurance premium. And so here on the right, you can see that we have the revenue, and I have an average daily rate, and I have an occupancy. So the way you get this is through either using Price Labs or Itemizes. And this is what their export looks like. You can see here it gives you the occupancy rate, the nightly rate, rental income, and then kind of the specifications of the specific Airbnbs. And you can actually, if you go to the website, you can actually click on this and actually see the link and see that listing, so that you can see whether it compares or not to the property that you're buying. And how far it is from it. So this is kind of key. It makes it really easy. You can actually look for this information too in Airbnb, but this actually picks up kind of an average of the year. PriceLab has a similar export, and you can see it here as well, and it actually exports with the links. And then you also get occupancy rate, you get your nightly rate, and so what you do is you kind of use this to come up with your average daily rate based on the number of listings that are similar to yours. I selected 175, and then on here your occupancy rate, I think it's more or less 75%. And so really what this does is then you're going to calculate out of the 365 days in the year, 75% of those days are occupied, and then from there you're going to then use that to figure out, okay, this is how many days are occupied, this is the daily rate, therefore this is the rental revenue annualized. And then you divide that by 12 and you get your monthly rate. You also want to account for cleaning fee income. Usually you charge a little bit higher than what the cleaning fee costs. So in my case, my cleaning fee to the guest is $135, and I get charged $85 on my cleaner. And so that gets added to the revenue, but then it also gets discounted in the expenses. And then in the expenses side, you have your regular standard expenses, taxes, insurance, and then you have all the utilities, your maintenance and repairs, and you have your cleaning fees. And then here you can start seeing I added the Hospitable, which is the management software, Price Lab, which is the smart pricing. Then you have lodging tax if it applies to you, and then you have the Airbnb fee. So these are things that you want to take into account when you are analyzing a short-term rental. It really depends. Sometimes you will add, maybe some people would add Netflix subscriptions. It really depends on your market and what's the standard around you. And so this is it.